Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. So as you can see, this looks way different, and this is an abbreviated version of Matt Sports Talk, and I have been having a lot of internet problems this morning. I adjusted my camera settings before recording this video, so maybe that'll make all the difference. At least I hope and pray that it does. So looking at recapping all the women's games from this past Saturday, see Mount Vernon Nazarene gets their first conference win, 99-82, defeating the Grace College Lancers, and they're looking at the stats. Let me zoom in. You can see 25 points for Lily Shepard, 28 points for Anna Swisshelm, so really good numbers there. And then you see 7 points apiece for Kylie Laubacher as well as Olivia Skillings, and then off the bench you have Melody Bluebaugh, 10 points, Naomi Kaib, 6 points off the bench and 11 rebounds, so nearly a double-double, and then Cameron Cummings with a rebound. And you can see MVNU shot really well from the field, pretty decent from three, maybe a little bit better, really good at the free throw line, 16 out of 18 for 88.9%. And this is a Lady Cougar team that is ranked first in the Crossroads League in free throw percentage, so obviously that's not really a surprise there. And then looking at the stats for Grace, 22 points off the bench for Emma Sperry. And you can see there all the stats. And let me zoom in a little bit over here. You can see 17 points, Maddie Pointer, Grace's leading scorer, 10 points for Braylon Terrell. And then 7 points, Kate Thomas. And you can see there all the stats and making sure that that's good to go. And then Grace, 34, 20, and 75. So the free throw percentage really good. Everything else you obviously would have wanted to have looked a lot better under head coach Dan Davis, and that was your matchup there. Next matchup, we head to Upland, Indiana, the battle of the unbeaten teams, Marian and Taylor, and Marian the winner here, 82-68, giving Taylor their first loss of the year, and a double-double, Abby McNally, 29 points, 17 rebounds, 14 points, Kenna Kirby. You can see all those stats there. And Kylie McNally and Olivia Faust off the bench, 10 points and 16 points respectively. And you can see those stats there. And then 46, 33, 63 at the line for Marian. Obviously not great. You really would want those numbers to be a lot better. And then for Taylor, 30 points for Casey Warfel and 10 rebounds for Selena Blount, but only 4 points. You can see those points there. And then off the bench, 7 points and 5 points for Emma Anselet and Marissa Trout, respectively. And you can see there 40, 28, and 52 for the Trojans. So really not great numbers there, but decent from the field. And that was your matchup there. And the next matchup takes us to Goshen, Indiana. St. Francis ranked 7th, the winner here, 73-28. No surprise here. And you're looking at the stats, 17 points each for Callie Gregory as well as Taylor Fordyce, 12 points for Isabella Gizzi, so really good numbers there. Really good balanced scoring all the way around. And they also got some really good production off the bench. And there you can see all the stats there. And then St. Francis, 49, 41, and really struggled at the free throw line. So obviously those numbers you would have liked to have been a lot better if your head coach Jeremy Henney. But still shooting from the field and three-point shooting, not too bad at all. 49 and 41 respectively compared to the Maple Leafs, where Ava Egoff, the only one in double figures with 10. And really, that was about it for the Maple Leafs. And not really good numbers at all in terms of shooting from the field, shooting from three. Free throw percentage, obviously you would have loved to have seen all those numbers improve, but 21 turnovers, not really good if you're the Maple Leafs. Only 18 turnovers for St. Francis. So obviously you would have loved to have seen that improve as well. And that was your matchup there. And the next matchup takes us to Mishawaka, where Bethel upsetting number 20 Huntington. This was a major upset, and the first upset that the Lady Pilots have had since 2021 when they upset Olivet Nazarene. And this is the first ranked win in head coach Scott Polsgrove's era as head coach of the Lady Pilots. So him and his assistant coach Austin Hawkins doing a tremendous job being able to upset a really good Huntington team. And there you can see the stats there. Huntington did have quite a bit of issues in terms of players fouling out, but 13 points, 10 points for Annika Nelson and Liv Raby, respectively. 7 points, Kendra Sheets. 9 points for Addie Shank. Off the bench, Izzy Shepard, 7 points. Peyton Harso with 6, and Lauren Merritt with 7 as well. And speaking of Izzy Shepard, today is her birthday, so I want to give her a birthday shout-out. So awesome to have a birthday a few days into the new year. And you can see there Huntington's shooting percentages. And then for Bethel, 16 points, Mariah Claywell, 19, Isabel Scales leading the way, 10 points, Olivia Nickerson. So really good balanced scoring for the Pilots. You can see all those numbers there in terms of shooting off the bench and players off the bench as well. And then Bethel's numbers, you know, pretty decent, but the free throw percentage, a major difference, 80%, and that was your matchup there. And the last matchup, Marion, Indiana, we go to where receiving votes Indiana Wesleyan was defeated by Spring Arbor 58-49. And the Wildcats, though, had a great fourth quarter and making it respectable after being down over 20 points. And for the Cougars out of Michigan, you can see Megan Zeitz, 19 points, now 11 out of a 19 were at the free throw line. So obviously, if you're the Wildcats, you'll take that all day. But Spring Arbor, really good balanced scoring from their starters. Ashley Weller, Emma Smyska, Haven Chapman, as well as Aubrey Crockett. And then really good production off the bench in terms of balanced scoring with Rylan Goodwin, Rachel Reichard, Madison Socini, and Lexi Linder. And the Cougars, though, not bad from the field at 39 and 0 of 7 from 3. Free throw percentage pretty good. 20 out of 27 attempts for 74%, 16 turnovers, but they forced the Wildcats into 22 turnovers, and Iwu only averaging 14 a game, so that was a major difference there. And the one bright spot for the Wildcats off in terms of scoring was Ayla Krieger, 11 points, 4 of 7 shooting for her, and the free throw percentage was really good. And really good balanced scoring, too, for the starters for the Wildcats, with Emily Mattingly with 6, Kylie Bettinger with 7, Addie Hovey with 9, Jade Hovey only with 2, and then off the bench, Haley Amy, Tori Thompson with 3, and 4 points each for Corinne Grivey, and Mila Browning. And Ellie Kelleher did not score. Really surprising to see that. But the Wildcats, not really good shooting. Free throw percentage pretty even at 78. And that was your matchup there. And that concludes all the matchups for the women's side. The previews for the games on Wednesday night. Receiving votes, Iwu at Mount Vernon Nazarene. I'll be there. It'll be a great game. Bethel will be at Spring Arbor. Goshen will be at Huntington. And this will be America's Game of the Week. Receiving votes, Taylor at number 7, St. Francis. And then Grace will be down at Marion. So those are your games coming up on Wednesday. So thanks so much for tuning into this video, and please either like, comment, or subscribe. I appreciate any feedback that you may provide me. Thanks so much for watching this video. Have a great rest of your week. God bless. And I'll see you on Thursday recapping all the games from Wednesday. See you then.